Hey everyone, welcome back to the Glass and Milk Kitchen. It's been a while since we've been here and since I've vlogged. I missed you. And I'm back to talk about what, if you read my blog or follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you probably have not heard me shut up about, and that is my day designer, my Whitney English Day Designer that I actually dressed to match today. So that's really fun. Didn't do that on purpose, but just means it's the perfect day to talk about it. So the Whitney English Day Designer is it's a planner for all intents and purposes, but I have had my eye on it for over a year. It's been sitting on Etsy on my list of favorites, and I feel like it's picked up a lot of buzz this year. I've heard more about it. Maybe it's just because the blogs I follow, some people have started getting into it, but I finally bit the bullet right before Christmas and I purchased one. It's expensive. It's more than a regular planner, but it's more than a regular planner. It's so great and I love it. I'm so glad I did. I don't regret it at all. So I wanted to show you how I'm using mine and some of my favorite things about it because I've gotten a lot of questions about it so far. So to start, in the beginning of the Day Designer, there are 11 pages for goal setting. The Day Designer is really, I think, marketed towards creative entrepreneurs, which is part of the reason that I was waiting to buy one, because I'm not a creative entrepreneur, so I wasn't sure if I would really be able to get the most out of the book. And maybe I'm not. Maybe I would get a lot more if I was a creative entrepreneur, but I'm getting plenty out of it now. So the first several pages are all about goal setting and helping you find what's at your core and what's most important to you. So there's a yearly goal setting page and there's make it measurable. So after you've set all these yearly goals, how are you going to break them down and make them measurable? And what I love about this is that we're halfway through January and I have been filling them out, these first 11 pages, just a little bit at a time. I sat down with it before the new year and I started, but it's not something you can do all in one sitting, so probably once a week I come back to them, refine them, cross things out, add things. I definitely am somebody who wants to keep a planner beautiful and never cross anything out, but I got over that really quickly with this one because it's really meant to be used and to be worn. So those are the first 11 pages, and then before you get into the day by day, there's a year at a glance. And so you can see all of 2014 here, and you can see the boxes are really small. And that's on purpose because the nice thing about the planner is there's a little bit at the top for how to use the pages. And Whitney has you mark down just what your year looks like. So do you have travel plans? Do you have deadlines that you need to meet? Do you have specific things that you already know far in advance are going to be on your calendar? And she has you plot them out here. So what I did right away, of course, is I went through and marked when I'm going to be at the beach. But it just kind of helps you look for, are there times in the year where you're going to be busier, and sort of plan around those times right from the start. And then you get to the month at a glance pages, and I actually marked mine with tabs. These are from the Container Store. They're really colorful. I like them. But you get to the month at a glance, which really is just like any month at a glance in any calendar, except for a couple things. So the first is that down the side of every month, you have 3 sort of tabs. So this is live authentically, pursue your passion. This is love wholeheartedly, focus on your values. And then steps to take toward living a well-designed life. The thing I like about that is all those goals you set in the beginning pages, I'm sort of using that space as a way to remind myself that these goals are there and there's things I want to do to accomplish them, and there's small steps I can take to work towards them. And then the other thing is at the top of every month is a place to write your 3 big ideas, which you also come up with through working through those first 11 pages. So one of my big ideas is celebrate. I haven't written it in every month yet. Another is little things, and then I don't have a third one yet because, like I said, I haven't finished those pages, but sort of just a visual reminder that that's really your core and what you said was important to you at the beginning of the year. And then after that are just the daily pages, and this is a different planner for me. I'm used to seeing the month at a glance and then the week at a glance, but this has every day on a page, and I'm actually loving that so far because the the way the pages are laid out is your schedule goes here and your to-do list goes here, with the exception of your top 3. So every weekday, you write the top 3 things that you want to get done. And what I love about that is that no matter how long your to-do list goes on the page, you've got your top 3. And so if you can accomplish all 3 things, great. If you can knock off 2, that's wonderful. And anything else is just gravy. There's a couple other things that are great. That was a weekend page. So there's a place where you can write down dinner. So for all you meal planners, and I am pretty religious about meal planning, there's a space where you can write your dinner down. And then the other thing I love at the bottom of every page is a chance for you to write a daily gratitude. So something you're grateful for, which is something I try to practice. I am much better at focusing on it during the holidays, November and December, but I like that now with this being a January to January planner, it's making me keep going with something that I'm grateful for each day. So you can see every day on a single page. The only exception to that is weekends, where it just has your Saturday schedule and your Sunday schedule on one page. The only thing that I really wanted to point out about the weekends is that instead of showing your top 3 things to do for the day, it says take a time out, fun things to do. And so there's 3 things that you can fill in there. And honestly, whether it's a weekday or a weekend, sometimes my top 3, like one of my top 3 items for I think 3 weekdays in a row was go to bed by 10 o'clock, because I really wanted to go to bed by 10 o'clock. I'm trying to get enough sleep. So, you can use it for your task items, or you can use it for bigger things like that you are working towards in your life, like getting more sleep, drinking more water. So that's the Day Designer. I'm totally in love with it. I'm so glad I ordered it. Like I said, it is a little more costly than the planners that I usually buy, but it absolutely is well worth it. I honestly take it with me when I'm at home. It stays in the kitchen. I come back from work, go to the kitchen, open it up. If I go to the living room, I take it with me, because you never know when you want to write something in it. So I love it. Thank you to Whitney English for designing this. I'm a huge fan and look forward to using it for the rest of the year. See you all soon.